between these two teams. It always comes to them at the end.
It's always the last two teams standing. No matter how the season goes, it always ends up with Kazna crew taking on DiNG, and it's no different today. Kazna crew on the look for a title, DiNG on the look for another one. And here we go. It's going to be Sand River, our first map, and Kazna crew on the attack, DiNG on the defense. No big changes here. Double I7, Superconk, T100, double bat and STRV on the defensive side for DiNG.
We've already seen how they use their defense. What did they do in the last round? Oops actually managed to break it easily, but that will give a lot of ground for DiNG to improve for now. Kazna playing with two I7s. It's identical lineup that actually Oops played.
With the slight alteration of Kazna playing that nice Swedish STRV played by our Swedish god.
What are you going to play Kazna on this map? I'm gonna play STRV. But we don't use STRV, we are going to use it now.
Already you can see a little bit of a rotation from DiNG. Ili and Senya pushing across the north. Hulknik going to be joining them in the STRV. Betso is going to be the only one left there. We saw Raging Potato play that position with great success.
So Hulk is already spotted, Kazna knows where he is. They can make some plays based on that. And there is already a different opening by DiNG here. They didn't take so aggressively the upper side of the map where Senya and Ilian are now.
And already you can see Kazna Crew's IS-7s have turned around, heading back to base, and perhaps gonna try and clean out the A line.
Interesting solution here, almost the same. I mean, the same what actually DiNG did when they were counter-attacking against Oops, if you remember. They also sent two I7s on the side here where Diplomat is, and they did a pincer attack from there. But in that regard, they already had some pincer tanks from the enemy. Kazna still didn't do any damage, and they are spotted from far.
Yeah, Senya making one connection towards Diplomat. That APCR, very hard to make that work on towards the IS-7. Haiba getting across safely. Senya now forced to back off a little bit, but Lojto is going to be in support in his IS-7. So there is some meat there for DiNG to defend with.
Good hold-on positions here. IS-7s are the best defensive tanks in that regard. They don't have the greatest gun depression, but that turret, if you find the correct angle to shoot, nothing except RT or some kind of high HE gun can pen it.
Shokish now going to set up to defend the other side. Breakneck still over there in his T100 to make sure that there is nothing sneaking through the K line. Shokish activated his binos, and Haiba and Diplomat head back home as they turn around and are going to be going back towards the south side of the map. That is 2 minutes and 20 seconds gone, however, and now it's going to take them a while to cross back over.
I would say 2 minutes and 20 seconds is much better to sacrifice than entire tank in this kind of game. They saw that DiNG is just too strong on that side, and they would just crash their teeth on their defense. So they are doing the logical choice. They're doing the rotation, and they're gonna press either through the middle or both middle and the lower side of the map.
Alien now relocating to support Breakneck in that T100. He's still running. He's trying to get across. Will he take any damage? Some shots are being fired, none are being connected. However, Alien's going to be in the bush over here. Try and spot the crossing. So DiNG, unlike against Oops, a little bit more of a passive stance.
They're just making sure their ground is covered, that they see the rotation of Kazna on time without losing any tanks too fast. I mean, Breakneck pretty much costed them around with that super aggressive spot, and if you remember, he will receive the blind shot from Insane, if I remember correctly, while doing so.
Yeah, he did. He did. Your memory is on point. Now Haiba making his way through the river, spots out Breakneck once more. He's going to be playing at a hold-on position in the F9 area to spot the crossing. Now Kazna crew slowly setting up, but how do they deal with Shokish and his binoculars?
Well, Shokish cannot actually spot perfectly everything, but what he cannot spot, he can know exactly where they are. Then, I mean, that cap is not huge. There are exactly two spots you can use for capping. One is where the trees are in the lower corner, and other is on the opposite side. So you can fairly blind shoot it if you know what you cannot see. If you remember from Steps before, Steps had much wider range where you can cap, and it was still blind fire. Well, look at this nice connection on Ilian here, taking 2 shots already.
Ilian taking 2 shots of damage. This is crucial on towards that bat shot, but still Ilian, he does not flinch, he does not move, he stays in position. Kazna crew know. Well, they don't 100% know, but the blind fire seemed to have stopped now. Haiba's kind of looking back towards that direction, but Ooh, that's right on him. Haiba knows Alien down towards the one shot. Is he gonna make it out? No! Diplomat shuts it down, and that's the opening kill here coming out for Kazna crew. It was a vital position for DiNG. You could see that Alien did not want to leave.
He was playing a game of chicken, but Kazna was playing a game of patience, and they shot him dead. I really hope they learned something from their Prokhorovka game, because if they have this advantage, they should not throw it away anymore.
That was a great opening pick coming out from Kazna crew. Was exactly what they needed. And now Shokish still with binoculars, so they still have some spots with Alien. He's going to be a bystander for this game at least. He can coach his team, pretend he's Koreans.
There we go. Breakneck is now doing some spotting rotation. I don't know why they didn't use Break on that position. Like, if he was sitting in his light, he would have a much higher chance to survive. Like, it would be much harder to hit him even.
Now we shall ask them after if they win.
They will have to win, to be asked. And my prognosis is they will lose.
Well, prognoses have been wrong before. Yizne going to be trying to sneak onto the cap. Can he make it? No, instantly spotted out by Shokish in the I-7. They're trying to force him off of that position with HE, but even that is going to take a long, long while before it is actually effective.
I like that cam on Yizne, man. He shines like a diamond in that screen.
Lolsto in the meantime taking some damage as well in his IS-7. He's pushed up all the way to the B1 position. Thurs is going to be countering him. Shokish taking more and more HE damage. How much HE does Kazna crew have?
Infinite
How well prepared
amount.
are they?
Infinite amount. 10 at least on every tank.
Yizne had 8. So
The fact is there is only 3.5 minutes and DiNG still has potential to defend themselves. If they can control the cap, Kazna is still not in real position to push them, and they're starting to slightly lose HP, trying to play some positions more aggressive. So the game is still young, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. There is no cap pressure whatsoever, so Kazna will actually have to commit and go on. Shokish taking another shot of damage here.
and this time Shokish, this time around, is actually being penned though on that IS-7. He's down to 916 and he's forced.
Whoa!
Oh, that was double crew member there being taken out for Shokish, but he's still alive. Diplomat trying to get those connections. Now Lolsto bleeding some more HP as well. The cap is no longer spotted, so Kazna crew have that going for them. But it's not over yet. Yes, DiNG is down on HP. They still have a lot of tanks and that T100 they can send in to go spot.
Shokish on 600 HP. He's not going to be the one pushing down, but Lolsto is also on half HP, and with the dead gunner, Shokish has damaged viewing port actually and the turret.
Shokish's shots kind of dropping low actually, a bit unlucky with that. Can they find where the SCRV is sitting though? Can they actually get the connection on towards him? Getting close, but no cigar.
2 minutes and 20 seconds to go on. Haiba is getting also pinned down. He has a dead commander, so he has no idea actually when he gets spotted. And he's the guy who is supposed to go to proxy, but it's not gonna happen.
Fire. Breakneck picks it up in the T100 on the drive-by, and he's gonna spot out Yizne in a second or two as well. There we go, the SDRV spotted Breakneck. Knows he might pay for this with his life, but at the very least, he has spotted the cap. He's now trying to survive as long as he can against Call Me Piotr. Breakneck dueling here. Piotr doesn't have an angle right now. Finally, Diplomat picks it up from the backside. In the meantime, they lose Lolsto as well. 1 minute and 45 seconds. There's still time for Kazna crew to make this cap work, but it's gonna have to be with 2 people.
Yeah, it's gonna be probably Yizne starting it and then someone joining a bit later when they press them on. And exactly what they're doing now. This is a smart play because they dominated the rest of the map. If they control the middle now and any kind of approach by DiNG, they have the game.
Shokish low, Hulknik low in the SCRV as well. It's Meritorious and Senya with all the HP to play with. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. When this hits 40 seconds and there is resets on every single tank, then there's no longer the potential for Kazna crew to cap. And then all DiNG has to do is survive. But Kazna crew, they're pushing in, Mojo.
Diplomat is spotted, but he is covering Yizne, so he is giving him a perfect hideout. Hulknik is now completely annihilated. Senya is going in for a desperate spot. He needs to do it, but it will not even help. Meritorious, it's even questionable. Can he survive this?
Senya now pushing in. He's going to drop low in his batch shot already. Durs on the chase. 48 seconds remain. Either of these 2 tanks is going to have to survive. There's still the potential to cap. Meritorious is going to have to reset Yizne or Diplomat. There's the reset, but Senya now needs to kill Diplomat, he cannot, and it just leaves Meritorious with 35 seconds alive and a lot of hungry Kazna players moving in. And they're gonna pick up their first round with 29 seconds left. Kazna crew on the attack.
What a play, like a pack of wasps attacking there on Mary. He had no chance whatsoever to do anything. A great round for Kazna, good reads on the DiNG defense, and a great way how to dig them out. Well, you know, already from the first season we knew HE always does the damage, it's hellish ways, and that's how you dig out the trenched up tanks.
Yeah, and worked on towards Shockish. 35 seconds, well, 30 seconds remaining though, so Kazna crew cutting it close, but doing it in the end. DiNG losing too many tanks for that decap, and the tanks dropping so low. Mary being top damage though, but those bad shots from Kazna crew doing very, very good work. Vetso, Nexus coming out solid. They're gonna be happy with that first round.
The crucial moment is when Ilian brought a decision not to leave that bush, because he thought they'll just stop shooting in one moment, but staying on 600 HP, Haiba was convinced there is someone really close there, because by experience, when you get spotted by Sixth Sense, you know there is only a certain amount of positions you can get spotted from. And he was like, okay, we didn't connect anything, I'm gonna go closer a couple of meters and see what I see. And Ilian had no chance, because there is a 3-second delay between him getting spotted and the Sixth Sense going up. By the time he realized he spotted again, that was pretty much the last thing he saw.
Yeah, Ilian not in that round, yet DiNG still almost managed to pull it off. But time, maybe if he did run away, it would have been a different story. But now Kazna crew manages to pick up their first round in this finals. An important one as well. A strong start is what they need here.
Losing a tier 10 like that, it limits your options, especially if it's a mobile tank like Batchat. He's a rotation force they needed in late stage of the game like this, because they had wide openings in defense. For example, when we saw Lolsho getting pushed on the other side of it, there was nowhere to support him, because there was some Batchat missing in the game.
There was no cover for him whatsoever, but now, second half of Sand River, DiNG on the attack, Kazna crew on the defense. Mojo DiNG, they need to make this work. They don't want to go 2-0 down against Kazna in the finals either.
No, Kazna remembers really well how many times they lost to DiNG whenever they got relaxed. Like the final was Challenger's Rumble when, like, I believe Positive killed like 3 of them alone. So no, Kazna is not gonna get relaxed in this match. They're gonna play to the teeth to the last possible second every game.
DiNG on the attack have to make it work. We saw them before against Oops playing with those 4 IS-7s. Are they gonna bring it out again? Yes, the 4 IS-7s, they're back.
4 IS-7s in the game, plus a light tank, plus 2 Batchats on attack for DiNG. That's the same lineup they had in the last game, but of course that can be a mind game of its own, because they can just rotate it completely different.
What will they do with it this time around, though, is the question. Breakneck again playing that T100, so a dedicated choice. Senya just dedicated to the bats now.
Kazna crew, on the other hand, had both Patton and the Super Conqueror, so 2 hold-out tanks, of which by far, of course, Patton is a better spotter, and Nexus is playing it as usual.
And Nexus in that Patton, gonna make a small peek of ready, gets the first shot of damage on towards Hooknik. If you want anybody to make those shots count, Nexus is your man. He's gonna get a second one maybe. He can get the connection. No, that one seems to miss, but still. 1 shot of damage is better than none.
Almost, but no cookie, no cigar, no whatsoever. Isne failed the boost here with Piotr, and they will have to do it again, because this position is needed, but will they have time? The push of these IS-7s is imminent.
Yeah, Diplomat in his IS-7 is actually not gonna be able to get across. So this leaves DiNG with an opportunity to enter that cap circle if they want it. Loshto peeking over. Yizna still not up on the position. Second time around, they do make it, however. That's the STRV going to be climbing up, and it's an important one because he can peek over, shoot down. Now Hooknik Shock is rotating. What does DiNG do from this point on?
Well, they need to pressure this side. They already control the upper side because Ilian is there. They have IS-7s, but they still need to create a crossfire. They know very well that if they just enter the cap, they're gonna get resetted and pressured from all over the place. And that's not acceptable for them. Also, they really don't know where the rest of the tanks of Kazna. They need to know any kind of displacement, but Kazna is keeping their cards really tight and close. The only guy away from the team is Haiba, but even he is really well protected from the rest of the team. So DiNG has to find a way to isolate one tank, do the damage like Kazna did on Ilian in last game, and then pressure from several sides. This is how you win Sand River. You're not usually able to push and just dominate the enemy by brute force, because it's too easy to find crossfire angles, to find some little hideouts between the sand dunes or whatever kind of obstacles you can find.
Alien trying to connect the line on towards Haiba. It's a difficult shot to make, even when you see him. Blind being even more difficult, obviously. He's clipping out, trying to find those angles. Diplomat that's still not crossed over into A8 though. But Breakneck is finally starting to take some control over the southern side. And I don't think Kazna crew is actually really spalling right now.
No, I think they completely gave up on that part of the map in a don't give a care moment. The thing is now, DiNG actually effectively pushed them away, far away from this side of the map. And the only problem I see here for DiNG, they need to put one Bacha then on cap, so they can pressure. But look at this, Diplomat is taking really a lot of damage trying to cross over and get a hold-on position on these I7s. He lost about half of HP, but he is in hold-on position. There is a push from Kazna here.
Ooh, but Durst taking a lot of damage already on the crossing. Alien in position as well. This move from Kazna crew got read out by DiNG and punished heavily as well. If they drive down, they're going to take even more. Alien puts already one into the back of Call Me Piotr. These bad shots are not going to have a fun time over there. 4 IS-7s one side, Alien on the other. It's just a crossfire that you wouldn't like. Senya and Breakneck in the meantime, they want Haiba. Look at Senya, he's pushing up together with Breakneck. Yizna puts the shot into Hulknik in the meantime, however. But Senya pushing on towards Haiba. That is the crucial one. Can they pick it up? Haiba makes the connection on towards Hulknik, but now that IS-7 needs to die. Here comes Senya from the backside. He has only 4 shots remaining. He could take a lot of damage for this, but look at Haiba just disappearing within seconds. Senya should survive even, and that's a great pickup for DiNG. Haiba goes down, Piotr is low because he pushed off, and this is DiNG on their attack showing dominance.
Senya got deleted on the other side now, so there is at least some kind of karma comeback for a Kazna, but Piotr is on 1 shot of HP, 100 HP. The double push on the Bachats on upper side of the map didn't really pay off for Kazna. These I7s in the middle now are grouping up for the next part of the game. Kazna cannot really push into them. They're hoping to isolate someone from DiNG, but there is no one to be found. They are rotating really well.
Yeah, Alien's still in position there with a full HP Batshot. They're looking at Nexus now in his M48 pattern. Triple IS-7 pushing up. They're gonna have to duel 3v3 though. Hulknik is coming as well, makes it a 4v3. Breakneck now coming from the other side. Mary peeks around the corner first. Batshot shots coming into the back of him. More Batshot shots coming out. Alien has only 2 shots available. Look at the damage Lowster is taking. There comes Breakneck from the backside though. DiNG has HP to train with, and that's what's making the difference right now. Alien comes in, picks up Call Me Piotr. He has only 1 more shot available, and Durst is going to survive this, but they're both on reload now, and now DiNG's pushing in because Yizna is not in the fight. Vetso and Nexus, they can try and make this work, but with that T100 harassing them from behind, there's just no way out, there's no escape, and DiNG on their attack, showing they can do it too.
Vetso surviving, running on other side of the map, so he can take some cover by Isne, and Vetso manages to delete Breakneck. This is really important now, because there is Alien against Durst. Durst is reloading faster. I7s need to commit now. They need to commit and take out one more gun. They're trying to do it, but Isne is pumping damage still. Durst is keeping Alien in the blank point range.
Alien versus Durst is a crucial fight in the meantime. Shokish finds Vetso in the Super Conqueror. He's still alive, he has a decent amount of HP. They need to pick up Durst now. Isner trying to do what he can in that SDRV. Alien versus Durst is still a fight that could decide how this fight is gonna, how this game is gonna go even. Shokish and Meritorious, Shokish with a dead driver. Alien versus Durst, and Alien gets the high roll, picks up Durst, leaves just Isna alive versus the 3 guns from DiNG, and that should be all she wrote for Kazna in this one.
Great execution here by DiNG, managed to return the favor to Kazna. Definitely here. I believe the crucial mistake was that rotation on the upper side of the map. When they lost half HP on one of the I7s and most of the HP on the 2 Bachats rotating on that side. That costed them dearly. It was just a bad judgment, thinking they will catch Alien off guard, while he already in reality pulled back behind sand dunes, and they already had the crossfire created. So that was a play that DiNG actually sold to Kazna, and Kazna bought it.
Yizna still trying his very best right now in that SDRV. Moving around, but now Shokish and Meritorious have moved themselves onto the cap circle. Alien there to control, and Yizna's gonna have to be more than a Swedish god to pull this one off, because these IS-7s won't bounce when that SDRV comes close range.
The I7s here pressuring the cap. Okay, Isne, if you don't want to come to us, we are just gonna let you stay on your mountain and cap. There is nothing he can do really against it. I mean, you have to go in siege mode with the STRV to do anything. It's marvelous that he is even driving down this hill and not flipping the STRV. That tank is just behaving like those big American vehicles on chromes.
Well, here we go. Alien comes around the corner. I mean, Isne comes around the corner, gets deleted within a second, and that is DiNG on their attack, doing what Kazna crew did. So San River, both teams winning on the attack, but DiNG with the faster one.
Yeah, definitely, because Kazna took it in the last seconds, like 30 seconds, so the faster one was slow, and there is a lot of room for improvement here if it comes to the tiebreaker in future maps, I would say.
Of course, but it's always something nice to keep in mind, right?
True. So far, DiNG has that advantage at least, but we will see the next map soon. Next map might be a really important one. It's Mines. It's usually a map that Kazna plays superb. DiNG, it's so success there.
Talking about Shokesh, top damage dealer, nearing 4K there in his IS-7. Yeezen in the STRV keeping up with him, and Vetso also hitting above 3K, and then it kind of slacks off. But Alien in this round, kind of making up for what happened in the last one, winning his 1v1 as well against Durs, which was important.
Yeah, I mean, Durs and Piotr both took so much damage, and then a couple of shots, needless shots after that also. That kind of rotation from Kazna was just a bad team judgment, and it costed them. They pay the price, so they will have to move on from there.
Yeah, we are moving into Mines now, which is also going to be an interesting one, because we saw what Kazna crew brought. We saw how they fight. They fight in the middle.
Well, that kind of setup is designed for that, to play the Super Kongs and I7s. We've seen it in CIS region originally, we've seen it copy-pasted in NA after and so on. But execution can be different on many ways. We've seen Kazna doing an alternation of their tactics. They actually didn't send anyone over the water. They kept everyone strict together. Also, they have a possibility to rush the hill with that. I mean, slow rush.
Very slow.
Very slow rush.
Especially with Super Kongs.
Yeah, but they can still get there.
They can still get there, that is true. 1-1, these teams going even is no surprise. Kind of expect that all the way till the end, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, when they meet in this kind of important matches, during the season, everything can happen. Like one time they are 1-1 on score, and they can own each other easily. But this is a different story. This is season finals. And when they meet in this kind of games, it's always super close. We said all the results they had so far in the past were super close. 7-6, 7-5, 5-4, and so on and so on.
Well, round number 3 is about to get underway, as Kazna crew and DiNG gonna get mean machines on Mines, which is going to be our second map of the series. Mojo, this is again not a clear-cut map for either of these two teams, is it?
I believe this is a crucial map for Kazna now, because they have a chance here to take 2 rounds. They have it. But DiNG, we've seen them playing. They're much better than toward the season ending and middle and whatever. They improved during these 2 weeks. You can see more decisiveness in their moves. It's only the question, can they be maybe surprised? But even that question can be answered in different ways now, because DiNG that was surprised being led by Koritz and DiNG getting surprised led by Breakneck now might be a completely different story.
Well, we will find out, as Mines is our second map, and it's currently even between Kazna crew and DiNG in the grand finals. Kazna crew on the defense, DiNG on the attack. Piotr already climbing that hill like we saw last time. No surprise there. And Kazna crew doing the water push with the I7s.
Well, DiNG is occupying the hill now. Piotr is again on the hill. So this is something we've said. And there are 2 I7s pushing the water from Kazna. This is something like a defense we've said. Senya already taking some damage, but he's up on the hill. He's up on the hill. DiNG actually didn't even wait a second. They did a double boost with butchers, where one butcher charges full speed, and another just bumps him in a butt, and he gets pretty much old-fashioned way up. Now he needs to fade and slowly go up.
Senya looking for the counter out towards Nexus, who was shooting at his position. So zero line control for both these teams. Piotr on one side, Senya on the other. There's not going to be a clear victor in that one for quite a while.
Yeah, pushing the waterline now for DiNG is, I don't know, I don't think that's very viable. Playing against two I7s, of which one will definitely angle up to cover the lower plate of the other, and they will both shoot attacking tanks frontally while they're going in, and in a butts later. That's not a viable solution. No, DiNG will actually have to resort to something else. Senya taking more damage now.
Yeah, but he trades one on towards Piotr. Senya is not going to be unhappy about that one. Doing a decent amount of damage on towards that T100. Haiba Diplomat covering the water. And what is DiNG's opening, Mojo, if they want to go for something? Ooh, that's a nice connection there from Meritorious.
Haiba taking some damage there, but still. Nexus is in really super forward position protecting these I7s, and I7s just need to use a cooldown to protect him back. Meritorious can use his turret and heat shells against Kazna guys, but not indefinitely. This is the crucial point here. Like, if he manages somehow to take out Piotr, he would pretty much win every kind of advantage for DiNG, but that's not a possibility. There is a lot of hungry Kazna guys waiting with all those accurate guns of super conks and great reloads. If he peaks, it's gonna be the last thing he sees in this game.
Meritorious now firing some HE on towards Haiba. No
not
winner.
penetrating.
Yeah, no winner to be decided in that one just yet. Senya, Piotr squaring off on the hill.
Was Nexus spotted?
Nope.
So this can be actually a trump card for Kazna, because if they manage to pressure these guys on the island, they might actually win the game right there.
Ooh, Vetso loses his commander though in his super conqueror, and I don't know if he has a med pack available. Diplomat now starting to sneak up in his IS-7. Nexus is going to be joining them over there. They need to be careful with this commitment though if they do go for that.
Oh my god, Breakneck will be in reload very soon. He has only one shell, never mind. He has no shells. That means Meritorious is pretty much alone, but he does have guys from the side of the map. Now this is a big surprise for DiNG as Kazna guys are close, and there will be an entire clip coming in Meritorious' way.
Here comes Nexus, here comes Diplomat. They want to take Meritorious out of this game. Nexus is taking the fire from the side though. That's Lolsto and Hulknik making it work, and Diplomat now forced to back off as well. They just about keep Meritorious in this game, and Diplomat taking more, and the surprise, well, it's gone now, and now they're paying on towards this one. Let's listen in with DiNG and see if they can close this attack out.
Я могу поехать сейчас на воду. Хорош.
Конь? Я...
Семеро же оттуда не уходит.
Хорошо. Все, 4 коня. И 3 коня Игнайса.
Я
У меня КД 15. Сейчас подождите, я буду чекать.
Подожми сюда в дома, как зарядится Сеня.
Я уже там никого нет, я чекну.
Я сейчас чекну.
Они откатили. Куда?
Проезжай дальше.
Чекну.
Бэйчок вон так.
Вот они,
Вот.
только подъехали.
Можешь на 13 поджать сюда камень.
А, я подъезжаю. Сеня, сейчас подожму.
Я этого дам в
КД
дальнего,
знаю.
на самолет.
Получил коней. Семеро
Еще под конями ты поехал.
Может, я сюда упаду? Проекты буду. Я 1100.
Да, я тебя вот это прикрываю, ты можешь отсюда играть. Я же заряжен, Сеня?
У меня 4, да.
Да, Сеня...
Меня вот это целит просто, у меня
Со вторым, со 13 сюда проедь.
Да, или дроп нажми.
Я херово прикрываю, у меня
Меня
700
целит
хп,
просто.
говорю.
Я понял.
Давится.
Конь когда?
Воу, тебе нужно тоже проезжать на гору.
Я не светился пока.
Я сейчас...
Коней можете тебе чекнуть? Я право.
Щас
Подожди, сейчас.
Спокойнее, спокойнее.
Я чекаю.
Сейчас вдвоем подъедем с Еленом.
Он на меня смотрит. Все, не могу здесь.
Смотри, чтоб там... А сколько у 7 хп? Вы можете поехать?
1900, 1900.
Не-не-не.
А, всё.
Я там суппорт, если она поедет. Да, она получит.
Хуба когда?
Сень, ты готов? А, не пикает.
У меня 4.
Дам на катке. Без ремки дальше.
Минус.
Не пикай, Сень, не пикай.
Сень,
Вот
не
это
пикай.
челик
Куба
здесь-
выставлялся,
Я сейчас
блядь.
тоже сюда
на
приеду,
подцеле
запущу
просто.
вот эту херню.
Челик 100%. А вот когда оба пикнут,
КТ. Я пушу.
А вы going
да,
front,
оба
if you
это там.
okay? Or...
А they will
To let
pick
me.
us. They are pick.
Yeah, but... Let me...
We can just give boss shot. Now we can just pick wider. Челик, по-моему, не выстрелил на присинов.
КТТР.
Шутерс. Там под дельтой.
Я сейчас на вас можешь сюда
Сеня,
приехать.
ты поедешь?
Это вряд ли.
Они тебя целят, Сеня, тебя целят. Я вообще могу проходить?
Я сейчас приеду.
Я в КД, вот я в
вот.
КД.
Дерс выставлен на мид.
Я дал.
Весо КД. Оба КД, Дерс вет.
У меня КД 30.
I'm pushing. Yeah, just go around.
I will kill actually.
Well, Mojo, it does seem like DiNG found an answer to this defense from Kazna crew. They tried to make a move. Luckily enough for DiNG, Lolsto and Hulknik still in position to support 1-2 line.
It was again great amount of aggression like we watched in previous match against GoHard, but DiNG recovered much better. There was always some kind of crossfire between their players, taking out the crucial targets from Kazna, and definitely whatever HP they managed to do in the start of this push, it didn't pay off in the long run, especially since they had so many super conquerors out of the game, and Senya actually took out Piotr on the other side of the map and stayed alive.
Yeah, Senya managing to kill that T100 light tank 1-on-1 makes DiNG pick up the offensive round here on Mines, which is really good for them, putting themselves now 2-1 over Kazna crew.
Good plays there, good reads. I still think maybe Nexus should have stayed for that one more shot on Mary and then tried to run away together with the IS-7, because the counterattack from DiNG was really swift and they might have faded faster at least and get in some cooldown positions faster. So that could have turned the game around, but you can never know that. He probably thought, okay, they fired at me 2 or 3 times, there is someone else behind the corner also. Like, next shot could be the last one.
Senya, top damage dealer in that round.
We've seen him in this position, if you remember when he played Rai Mental, we even made a video about it, showcase. Like, he did brilliantly, even some blind shots, getting like 3 kills, I believe, it was against GoHard, as far as I remember. So he is really experienced in that, and as we said, a great addition to this team, who needed to fill the boots of one like positive, and that's a really a lot of career and place to fill in.
Yeah, it's a big shoes to fill, but so far he's doing very well at it. Now they get to defend on Mines. Knowing DiNG, I don't know if they're gonna go super aggressive. They're not that kind of team, but then again, remember what they did against Oops. They can surprise Kazna.
DiNG has that habit in not only recent history now when they're led differently, that is their all habit. If they think this is the round to break something, they might push. It is known. I've seen it on so many finals that were played by previously maybe Virtus or Wombats or DiNG later. They choose like that one specific round and they just go all in, because that is something that opponent doesn't expect. It's not their usual gameplay. And that's why it usually works.
Well, Mojo, we have to find out if the second round on Mines is going to be the round in which DiNG tries to break Kazna crew, who are now moving to the offense, and DiNG can kind of relax on the defensive side.
They can choose, because this is a nice game they played now, important game for them, because it marks second game in a row they've won. If they actually manage to pull off this defense, Kazna should be super worried.
If they do win this defense, Kazna crew might be in severe trouble, Mojo, but you believe, you voted for them, so
Of course.
keep up the spirit. So the defensive side, Triple IS-7, Double 113, Super Conk, and a T100 light tank, Mojo.
A light tank, well, it's not an unusual thing for Mines defense in any kind of meta of this 770 format. T100 light is pretty much dominant thing we could see, whether he's climbing on a mountain or going on a one line to spot from there. And we see that Senya is not in great need to go to the mountain this time. He's going for a water spot.
Senya moving towards the water, Hulknik, Breakneck, trying to get the shots on the top of the hill. Nexus bleeds towards 363 HP. That's gonna hurt on that TVP. Nexus gonna have to play the rest of this game pretty safe if he wants to survive.
Unbelievable opening here. All 3 shots connecting there on Nexus, leaving their star player on 1 shot. You could see by the Kazna setup that it is meant to go aggressive on a hill. Haiba now taking not 2 but 3 shells. Everything is going correct DiNG way. It's not an RNG, guys. It's just a good play.
DiNG now holding here in the defensive line, and Kazna crew and Haiba down towards 4 HP, making a play unnecessary. Kazna here trying to trade against DiNG over and over again, and they're losing so far. Senya is now flanking from behind. Kazna crew is gonna have to make a move, and Mojo, they have no other choice because DiNG's doing it as well. Let's listen with Kazna and see if they can hold this off.
Focus on heavies.
Reload on me.
Just front light, there's.
Lane is 500.
Do I drop and go for light?
Light's gonna kill this.
No, don't go there, Betson.
Bad shot.
I'm going.
Take it easy, take it easy. I dinged his ass. Unreal.
They're pushing now.
Yeah, but I said I shouldn't go up.
And you were correct.
Yeah.
Oh, engine.
Well, Mojo, Kazna crew doesn't seem to hold on. DiNG pushing out on their defense, and the round to break them has broken them. In this case, DiNG coming out with a strong play on their defensive side and are gonna make it 3-1 here against Kazna crew. But those peaks in the center, high above it, so mistakes were made.
There was major player mistakes here from the moment that TVP went up for no need, honestly, because DiNG had no lineup to pressure that from the start of the game, to the moment that, I don't know, I have no idea what was Haiba doing. Okay, you received first 2 shots, then the third one, okay, happens, and then he came back for 2 more. What was that? And then Vetso trying to play over-aggressive on that corner against 3 or 4 tanks, while the rest of the teams was not in position to cover him.
He was even lucky to survive. He got shot 5 times, he survived on 5 HP. Technically, he should be dead.
It's really unrealistic play here. Kazna must play much better than this if they want to deal with DiNG. Like, DiNG didn't even invest a lot of effort in this round to win it.
No. Senya doing a nice flying down towards Durs. Nexus should never have gone onto the hill with that lineup, and he said it. He is right. Could have done so much more in that TVP if he was put in the right position. Now he was just useless for most of the game.
Yeah, he always had to be very careful not to get shot by any stray shot. Any of the other guys, when they peek, they could have just finished him off if he tries to do the clip. So that really hinders him. Like, if you know one guy will give you 500, okay, you can always trade your 1200 back. 4 shots in the side. But when you're 300 HP, even a light tank can kill you. So not to get a great round here for Kazna, they'll have to focus much better. Now they lost entire map, and it's a star map for them. Like, it's pretty much the best map they have in a pool. And if they lost in this fashion to DiNG, if that's taste of things to come, it's gonna be something like a semifinals, man, that we just saw.
Well, Mojo, Cliff is coming out now. We saw Kazna crew play.
Yeah, but we've seen a lot of mistakes by Gohar there also. If Kazna goes in that super aggressive push against DiNG, I'm not sure it's going to work out, because we've seen how effective their crossfire is. They're not going to forgive that kind of stuff.
No, they won't. And DiNG would also not let Kazna retake the middle.
They're not going to also retake and let them retake like 2 or 3,000 HP advantage.
No.
So those things get punished. Kazna will have to, I believe, find another way to play against them.
Well, Mojo, Kazna crew down 3-1 now. Similar situation to what they were against Gohard, and now they need to make it work. They need to come back into this one. They lose this round. 4-1. It's not looking good.
It's looking pretty much disastrous at the moment, but everyone needs to reboot now from the Kazna, focus up on the next game and play to their limits, because this is a do or die moment. They need rounds on Cliff.
They do need rounds on Cliff, preferably 2, and at least 1. Can they make it work though? We saw how they won against Gohar, but Gohar making a lot of mistakes in that one. Kazna crew now on the attack. They are not going to change the lineup from what I can see so far on the screen. And knowing DiNG, unlikely for them to change lineup as well.
If Kazna manages at least to go 1-1-1-1, they will still have to play Prokhorovka later, which is good for them, because DiNG is not really brilliant on that map, and they would have a chance to take the 2 rounds, at least there.
So variation from DiNG here, 5 bad shots and a double TVP, and it's hyper aggressive in towards the middle.
And no heavies, no slow play by either of the teams. The heavy brawl, maybe incoming. Look at what they're doing. Maybe there will be a boost. Yes, they're gonna definitely boost Isne here. This is kind of a safe way to get here and unspotted, and it succeeded from the first. Very nicely done.
Look at DiNG though, Mojo. They are not stopping anytime soon. Straight down the middle. Ilian Lostro, Senya trying to catch Yizhne in that bad shot, and they do! He just about gets behind the rock, but 657 HP remains on towards that bad shot. Now the fire coming out on towards the bats from DiNG, however. Dur's getting dropped low in his bad shot. Dur's getting deleted by the guns from DiNG. Hyper aggressive once more, but they are paying for this one. The Yizhne trying to do what he can, but he's down towards a one-shot. Haiba now coming from the flank. Shokish pushing on towards Yizhne's position, but Elian picks it up. 2 guns down for Kazna crew, and DiNG once more are making it work so far. Vetso forced to fall back, and now DiNG retreating as Haiba comes into position. He picks up Meritorious. Something going in favor of Kazna crew, but they need so much more.
We said that DiNG does know how to do some huge aggression. In some moments, low roll here on Elian. He's surviving on 5 HP, and Haiba has to run for his life, so Hulknik doesn't finish him off. There is still chance here for them. HP is similar, and Haiba will survive this one because Hulknik has only 1 more shell. But Diplomat falling will not help them. Elian we have a clip much before Haiba here. They're pressured everywhere, on every front.
Piotr, in the meantime, trading his life. Vetso now coming from around, but it's only 3 tanks for Kazna crew, and it is 5 for DiNG, who are again bringing the pain towards Kazna, who look kind of broken in this one yet again. They came out with a strategy, but DiNG came out with theirs. Hyper aggressive. Hulknik now staring down Haiba, wants to take him out of this game. Nexus looking towards Shokish. He gets a nice connection. The second one does not go through, however. Hulknik now moving in the kill. Shokish picks up Vetso. Hulknik going for Haiba. He should clean up this one. 251 HP remains. There we go. And Nexus and his TVP, the last man standing. And yet again, DiNG aggressive like we haven't seen before. Punish Kazna crew and bring them to 4-1.
That level of aggression and the play and the great read what Kazna is doing, like, you need to be really efficient team to know what is gonna happen, guys. That kind of push is a blind one. If you don't see targets, you have to decide exactly within seconds who is going to go where, what are they going to try to intercept and stop. They read Kazna from A to Z, countered every possible position and did the damage. Like, Isne took so much HP loss in the start of there.
Yeah, those bad shots from DiNG, not missing those shots, and now 4-1 lead for DiNG. Reigning European champions are bringing the pain towards Kazna crew, which is funny as they are the punishment crew, but right now they're getting punished themselves, if anything.
Yeah, Kazna on Serbian means punishment, but at the moment they are definitely getting headed over. This is a DiNG we were used to see, even maybe stronger one than before.
This DiNG is scary, going from a passive to a very aggressive playstyle, and Kazna does not seem to know how to react to it quite yet.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon style, man. What can you do? Nexus, the only damage dealer in Kazna, pretty much. I don't know, the rest of the guys did some side shots, but eventually DiNG was just sharing the HP and closing the game easily.
Well, now Kazna crew need a second cliff round more than ever to not.
4-1, this is a huge problem, but if they keep it up 1-1, so if they take this one and take 1 on each next, they just need to survive to Prokhorovka
Just survive to Prokhorovka.
Oh man, that sounds so far away after this round, honestly.
It does sound very far away, but they have another opportunity on Cliff to make this work. If they bring it to 4-2, it's not all lost. They have a little bit of time then to mentally reset, get back into the game, perhaps, you know, get some issues sorted, because there seems to be a few.
There is few problems here. When you lose 4 rounds in a row like this, it's a really huge morale blow, especially if you're... Some of these games are not close. It may look on paper like when you see some HP and things like that, but tactically and whatever way you look at it, if you know the game, no, this was won by DiNG by far.
Kazna crew now trailing, trying to catch up with DiNG. They need this round, or they're going to be 5-1 down, and that's not something we see them recover from.
No, that happens, that's pretty much game over or miracle incoming. Defense round, of course, it's possible, but we've seen if you trench up too hard, maybe, like Oops did, it will not end well. If you give DiNG a lot of time to think what to do, they will find a way.
Well, Mojo will see what way they decide. We can see again IS-7 on the side of Kazna, IS-7 on the side of DiNG as well. Double for Kazna, actually. Double for DiNG as well.
It's a brawl of the heavies, but we need to see where will they be used. Will they be pushed over the middle or to the 1-2 line from attacking side? From the defense side, pushing it to 1-2 line is not really effective way, so I don't doubt we're gonna see that. They're going up.
Well, DiNG in the meantime is pushing 1-2 line though with 6 tanks. Actually, make that 7. Every single tank from DiNG is in 1-2 line.
What just happened here? Did Durs just fail that boost?
Yes, he did.
It's not gonna be good for them. Entire DiNG team is spotted. They are coming closing in. They're using I7s that's bettering Rams because they have better armor, of course. And the Bachats, will they actually dare and proceed?
Well, here comes DiNG. They're trying to push, but can they actually make this work? No, they're turning around. The Kazna crew tanks, there's 6 of them on this bottom side as well. Can they make this work? They could be caught in a crossfire here. Alien, he feels that Alien is down. And now the rest of the team coming in support, but Kazna crew, they're ready and waiting for this. DiNG is getting shredded to pieces. Aggression is a cool thing, but this time around, Kazna crew set up and waiting in the trap themselves, and they shut down DiNG. They shut them down hard, and at least they'll pick up their defensive round on Cliff if things keep going as they are.
Nije dobrze, Alien, not good pick there. Deleted from the map. There is nothing DiNG can anymore do to recover from this. This is a too huge lead for Kazna. They have every possible position, HP, and whatever they need, the number of the guns to close this round. This was pretty much handed over to them by DiNG, making a wrong judgment call. They thought there might be Kazna has like 4 players down there, but they definitely didn't expect 7.
Yeah, Piotr coming from the top as well. Everybody from both teams pretty much converging that 1-2 line. Piotr doing some nice damage there on towards the top of that I7. It's only a matter of time now before they close out this round. Piotr comes in with the ram for the double. That leaves Hulknik, the sole survivor of this bloodbath on the bottom side of Cliff. And
With a broken engine.
With a broken ammo rack, still on reload. Durst puts him out of his misery, and that's Kazna crew bringing it back to 4-2.
Well, this was a really short game, but it doesn't really count as attack, so it doesn't matter. 4-2 here for DiNG. Next map will be Ruinberg after the break we will have, because it's a half-time, guys. 6 rounds were played, so the players will have some time to consult, think what to do, calm down, and come back into the match.
Yeah, still some maps to be played, so there's still some rounds to be won for both these teams. So far, DiNG showing aggression. The last round was a little bit of maybe over-aggression, trying to do some counterplay maybe.
I mean,
but
look at this, all 5 guys
Yeah.
in the top damage dealing is Kazna.
I don't think half the 3 players from DiNG got to fire. I mean, I'm pretty sure Alien didn't get a single shot off.
I think Kazna can just regret that Mines round when they actually pushed over Meritorious. It looked like a good idea, but it might cost them a match in the end, because instead of having 3-3 now, they're down entire map.
Well, Mojo, you said they just have to survive until Prokhorovka.
Well, that's what I think.
Well, Mojo, it's the final, and I can't wait to hear what the analysts have to say about this very aggressive DiNG. Ryan, take it away.
Thanks very much for that one, Daki. Yeah, it has been a bit of a surprise watching that, especially that last round there with DiNG's hyper-aggression and then running straight into Kazna. It was running to a brick wall, wasn't it, Milan?
Oh yeah, seeing that new sort of DiNG team putting on the aggression, not only on Cliff, also on Mines and Sand River, and yeah, then kind of being over-aggressive and yeah, and just breaking their necks in the defense of Kazna.
Ah, breakneck, I like that one. I like that Daki will be happy with that pun, very well done. Unji, you gave the advice earlier on for Oops to go aggressive, and it looks like DiNG have really taken your advice to heart, and they're going aggressive.
Yeah, they played really similar to the Ghost Town. I mean, they went fully all, I would say, on their defense on the cliff, and they actually played off because they catch Kazna. Kazna didn't really expect this, and that was their round.
Yep, now on the first map that we've seen here, Mayland, it was on Sand River. Pretty drawn out, this one, coming right down to the final 30 seconds, if you like, between the two teams.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some great blind shooting there by Kazna, picking up Ilian blind, like he had to be in the bush, and Kazna simply knew that, and yeah, that brought him the victory. Like losing 1 tank, you don't recover from that. Yeah, losing 1 tank for free, that's basically GG. And yeah, also when DiNG attacked with the IS-7s, just putting the aggression or just bringing the action straight to Kazna, pushing through the middle, taking all the initial positions. Like the IS-7s were in the middle, and Isna was still boosting up there, like he wasn't even up, he wasn't even in position yet. So yeah, really great aggression there by DiNG, and they managed to take down that round.
Yep, going then into the second round, we saw it was only pretty much Isn't left to try and salvage something here for his team, but it just wasn't quite working out. And we got the tie straight away from the start, Unji.
Yeah, we saw in that round we actually saw DiNG push through the middle like the old school push. I mean, it was the tactic that was played on the start of the season. So yeah, they actually recycled it and it worked.
Worked out in their favour completely. Now going into Mines is where we would expect Kazna crew to be the better team, Milan, but it didn't quite happen, did it?
Well, we saw something really innovative there, like crossing the 1-2 line with the IS-7 and Batchet, and then actually pushing there. But yeah, DiNG wasn't committed yet, so they could actually pull their forces from the middle and help on the 1-2 line. And yeah, that's also won them the game right there.
Another point to notice here is up on Mines, Unji, we saw Senya in that elevated position. Mojo talked about him playing up there in light tanks, and he really is a monster up in that area.
Yeah, I actually wanted to point it out because it was like a risky play, but Kazna wasn't really ready for that. So he took the position, he took his advantage, and he actually won that round for DiNG.
Now coming into the second round on Mines, there was a bit of individual mistakes you were noticing there, Milan.
Well, a bit of, that's a very nice way of putting it. Some really bad trading. I don't want to name anyone here, but yeah, just basically personal mistakes by Kazna, and then it was just too easy for DiNG, just playing it slow, playing it in the middle, using their HP advantage, just making it slow and closing out the round clearly.
A bit unfortunate for Nexus when he was making that move up into the middle, getting caught out.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't expect like the sort of aggressive DiNG team. That's why he just went up there, but yeah, what you don't expect will get you punished.
And then, as Daki was saying before he handed it over to us, Unji, this aggression from DiNG in that first round in Cliff was pretty frightening, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was totally amazing. I mean, if you like remember the rounds against Gohard, they actually played really good, and if they go aggressive, they won most of their rounds. That was the only one round that they lost when they went aggressive.
Yep, and then in the second round here on Cliff, they tried to go aggressive again, and it really didn't work in their favour that time, did it, Milan?
Yeah, but actually I'm a bit surprised that Kazna was set up for that 1-2 line push. You get the initial clip if you want to move on the from the attacking side into the 1-2 line donut position there, but after that DiNG just kept pushing, and they really were not ready for that, and Kazna was just waiting. That was like a good read by Kazna.
This is that second round here. Just look at the HP just plummeting off the DiNG tanks right now.
Yeah, I mean, big mistake there. As I said, DiNG not expecting this at all, and Kazna, you see even Isna up on the booster, like perfect farming position. He was constantly shooting and shooting and shooting, and the Batches just got absolutely annihilated.
Ready to receive it. So that's the kind of first half of the match done and dusted. We're currently sitting at 4-2 in DiNG's favour. Unji, your predictions after this, how do you think it's going to be going?
I mean, if any team can come back from this, it's Kazna. So hopefully we'll see the close match. You
think Kazna are going to be bringing back into Milan? Do you agree with that?
So.
Well, I put my predictions on Kazna, and as Unji said, really strong or mentally strong team. They don't really care if they are down. I mean, obviously it's a disadvantage, but if a team doesn't care, then it's them. And now it's just about getting reset in the break, like getting all the focus that they have and just bring everything they have right now.
I guess if you're Kazna crew as well, in the back of your head, you have to be thinking, are they going to come out aggressive? Are they going to do what they just did to Oops?
Actually, I don't know if they're going to bring some new stuff or if they're just going to settle now and play reliable. But I think it's going to be more of an all-in play, like trying risky stuff. I mean, there's nothing to lose right now, and I guess that's what we're going to see.
Is that what you want to go for, Unji? Would you just go full YOLO, as you said earlier on?
I mean, it paid off for them, like in the most of the rounds, so they might try it again.
Try and catch DiNG unawares. It seems to be the best way to do it this season, but you know, is that what Kazna crew are known as well for sometimes going full rush as well. Going to be looking forward to this one. The maps we still have to play, we're still going to be playing on Ruinberg, close map. Unji, you love that one. We still have Prokhorovka, Milan, you love that one. So 2 favourite maps coming out, guys. Then we're going to have Ghost Town if it gets to that stage, and Mines will be the tiebreaker.
Well, I guess Ruinberg can be considered as a 1-1 map here. The defensive team will just hold a solid defense and take the rounds. And actually, Mines tiebreaker, as you mentioned, I don't know if that can be a bad thing for DiNG because Kazna being very strong throughout the season on Mines, but actually I'm not sure if it's going to go to a tiebreaker even.
So with Milan thinking it's a 1-1 on Ruinberg, what do you think will happen then on Prokhorovka, Angie?
I think actually Kazna needs to take that map 2-0 to go back to the match. So
Strong performance.
I expect that.
Strong showing from Kazna crew indeed. That's what's definitely going to happen. So let's find out if that's what we're going to see. Is it going to be Kazna crew stepping up here against DiNG, or are DiNG going to maintain their league? Take it away, Daki and Mojo.
Well, there's only one way to find out, Ryan. Let's let these teams battle each other and see how it goes. Because so far, DiNG having the upper hand over Kazna. This is not the DiNG from last season. This is a different machine altogether.
No, they timed their readiness perfectly. It's in their peak now, in the finals. But Ruinberg, it's going to be a tricky one. Kazna already took 2 rounds from Gohard in semi-finals on it. And DiNG played really decisively good round against Oops on their defense. So taking both rounds, seeing them play like that, I'm not sure. I think this will be 1-1 map, although Kazna is definitely the one that needs 2 wins. God forbid if they lose both.
Yeah, be ideal for Kazna to pick this map up 2-0, but knowing Ruinberg is going to be difficult for them. They cannot lose this map 2-0. That's the only thing they can't do. They can win 1-1, that's fine. Or they can win 2-0, but losing this 2-0 would probably mean the end of this series.
But Kazna also cannot resort in some suicidal push, because that will probably give DiNG...
Well, they have to take some sort of risk.
Yeah, of course. But as you said, controlled push, not just full YOLO.
Controlled push. Ruinberg, we've seen it a lot today already. We saw it between Oops and...
Only map we haven't seen at all is Murovanka.
Yeah.
Such a Murovanka hate, guys. What's the problem with Magic Forest?
But we saw how it went for Oops. I mean, they did a great push, yet DiNG was still able to recover with that 50B shield for a Super Conqueror. That was quite interesting to see, but between Kazna and DiNG, maybe we can get another head-on fight. I mean, we've seen a few today. If any teams are going to go or want to go head-to-head, it's definitely these two. Now, moving into this map, Kazna crew is obviously still down 4-2, and they really, really need to make this happen. They need to make it happen right here or wait till Prokhorovka, but that's
far away at the moment.
Far away.
Kansas is far away, Dorothy. And Kazna needs to hold their ground now. This is the defense. This is the most important round in their lives at the moment.
Well, DiNG and Kazna crew not changing up their lineup from last time around. Hopefully Haiba this time in his mouse, not catching 2k damage on the crossing.
It's not even crossing. It's like, what's happening? Who is slapping me? Who is slapping and why? Why so cruel? But fortunately for them, Gohar gave them the round back after that. Breaknik doing a super aggressive spot with his light in the middle. Also call me Piotr, waiting exactly for that. He didn't see the light tank approaching, but he did see all the heavies.
Well, the damage taken by Hooknik so far is significant in that 113. He's just going to go safe and hide, because he does not want to be dead before the game even started. Shokic takes one as well in his Super Conqueror, and here comes the real push. It's the triple IS-7. They're gonna cross the A-line, and DiNG's already pushing in, and this is the perfect moment to listen in with them and see if they can make this work.
А мы в свету. Возьми правее, Лен.
13-го надо
Маус
уебать.
хорошо стоит.
Нормально он стоит.
Нам надо проехать вперед.
Стоп, вперед, 113-го.
Да, пробуйте.
Дай хабачи КТС.
Главное не проявить момент, когда вас пушит будет.
Смотри, если можете по дипломату.
Бля, синий, назад, тебе бэк еще сдаст.
Дай, закрой.
13 агрессивно играйте, понял, еще очень далеко.
Стой, так.
Сейчас нас откатит на нас, дипломат.
Бэхи еще. Смотри, вперед.
Еще пуль, стреляйте, назад выставляйтесь.
Все.
Я к вам сейчас приеду на ту
Стой, так.
Стой.
Стою.
Вперед чуть-чуть. Все, хорош. Я назад.
Башка видно.
Да, я не пробил.
Я
Назад,
шел
да я назад.
Бэшка.
КД дипломат.
Взгляд закрой, ну.
Да, я говорю.
Быстрее.
Маска,
Дипломата.
ближе дипломата. Я не попал.
Я просто в бэху еду.
Пробуйте еще туда дать.
Дипломата доберите.
Хорош.
Бэха -3. А, меня маус уебал.
Разыгрывайте вот эту херню.
Пробуйте вот это просто. Сколько там?
Кони по мне когда.
Well, Mojo, that push from DiNG, it was experimental, let's call it that much, and that crossing Nexus was already off of reload, and Senya felt the pain.
They tried something, it didn't work out, Kazna was prepared, but
Understatement.
that bouncing fiesta we've just witnessed by these pro players, I thought gold ammo pens every time, Ducky, what was going on there?
I thought gold ammo was supposed to make you a unicum.
I guess you actually have to aim from time to time, I'm gonna have to remember.
I use auto aim all the time myself, but now Nexus versus Alien. Nexus is gonna come out, picks up his double, good round for him. I mean, DiNG tried to kind of bait Kazna crew for that middle push, but Nexus and Diplomat doing what they're supposed to do. Losto getting set on fire, Vetso puts it out before he dies. That leaves Shokish in his Super Conqueror. Piotr gonna come say hello. Shokish is quite alone, and this is good for Kazna crew, picking up their defensive round. That's the way they want to start Runeberg, and now transitioning onto the attack. Maybe they can make it work.
4-3 now for DiNG. Now this is that problem part. Now they have to break a defense of Runeberg to come back into the match. That's super hard by definition, because this map gives a lot of advantage to defender. But we've seen many times, if you manage to trick them in some kind of a mistake, a small rotational mistake, you can easily take the round. And Kazna did exactly that to Gohard, and that's how they won both rounds of Runeberg last time. Now DiNG is another story. They're more cautious team. They do better rotations. It's gonna be much harder to do it the same with them.
Yeah, it is gonna be hard. Kazna crew on the attack, however, I don't know. There's always the potential for this, but I think it will take until Prokhorovka to really make a difference. Durs, Nexus having a good game there, especially Durs, 3.8. Getting those shots on the crossing. We saw Ilian bleed a lot.
But that one clip that when Meritorious angled his I7, I think he pretty much missed almost entire clip, and whoever was a heavy tank right next to him with 113 also managed to miss like 1 or 2 shots. Point blank misses, man.
It happens.
They still did enough damage to have a balance, so it didn't really matter. But still, that was really awkward moment to watch in that kind of situation. But still, these guys, if DiNG takes this round, they have a safety buffer on Prokhorovka. If Kazna takes the round, they actually are back in a match and they are still fighting for the title.
Yeah, if Kazna picks up this round, it puts them back in a good position, because after this we're going on to Prokhorovka.
And they played better.
Like you said, that's a map for Kazna crew, but then ending off on Ghost Town again, I'd say that's DiNG favorite.
Oh, we've seen their execution against Oops on last semifinals, and it was really short and
painful.
Painful, if you're from Oops' perspective, yes.
Yeah. Now, DiNG is going to be transitioning over to the defense on the second half of Runeberg. Kazna crew has to attack, and they want this. They want this badly. If they manage to pick up this round, they would make it all even again, put them in a good situation, moving into Prokhorovka. If they don't, then Prokhorovka is going to be pretty much do or die.
Let us see what Kazna actually has in store for us. They did some really daring games when they were down 3 games against Gohard, and it brought them back to life. Something like that, some purple pill of that is needed here.
Kazna crew has to make this work. On the attack, you can see again that mouse coming out for them. We have seen how they baited Gohard, sorry, around the map. Can they pull this off against DiNG? I don't think so.
Light tank immediately going for the spot in the middle by DiNG, probably played by Breakneck so far entire day. We're gonna see that in a second. And yeah, there we go. Breakneck is going aggressively for the middle. We've seen this kind of plays before. He is going to dive in on other side of the battlefield 100%, because we've seen him through the season do that several times in a row. There is a couple of tanks waiting there, maybe trying to trap him and make him think there is more than one tank waiting.
Well, Breakneck moving down 0 line gets spotted out by Nexus, who's in the bush in his bad shot. Again, this blind fire, we saw it before, it was very effective against Failware, but will they actually get connections here onto the DiNG tanks, who should be prepared for this?
Oh, there is connection here on Hulknik.
Well, Hulknik in the 50B takes 1, so again, this blind fire working out for Kazna.
Yeah, and he's also going to give an info to DiNG. Okay, there is several tanks of Kazna here, so Kazna actually didn't still pick the course of their action. By the previous game, they can still go and rotate on the lower side of the map, like against the Gohard, because I believe they would still push even if they saw some tank there.
Shokish and Hulknik still holding over there. Blind fire keeps
Haiba is going again
out
for a forward position like he did last time.
Well, we saw how that worked out for him last time, to be honest.
Actually it did, because he extracted most of the Gohar team. He survived by far, out-survived what I expected. And they won the round rather easily because of that.
And Breakneck is going to put himself in the bush now in the T100. He spots out Haiba. Haiba spots him out. That's a 512 shot on towards that
Haiba lost the
T100.
gunner. Does he have a medic? I wonder.
I doubt it.
You don't usually carry it on mouse. You would go with fire extinguisher because you really need it after the patch, and repair. And you would go with the chocolate, but not the medic. So okay, I mean, mouse can even survive without a gunner. You have jack of all trades, and you
it's a
have all
mouse.
kind of boosters, and it's mouse, so he has time to aim. Yeah, no medic there. Unlucky for him, but I don't think it will hinder him like really too much.
Lots of coordinated blind fire here from Kazna crew, trying to clear out those bushes, give Haiba an opportunity to close the distance. This is for a reason, trying to push back those spotters from DiNG. Haiba is pretty much spotted right now, though. That's Breakneck in that T100. Haiba takes another shot of damage now. Again, Shokish in that Super Conqueror. That's that accuracy of that gun coming into effect.
What is the real game of the Kazna here? They can still rotate on other side.
Oh! Breakneck takes 517 and blind fire from these IS-7s. Shokish now getting spotted out in his Super Conqueror as well. Needs to be careful. So far, so good for Kazna. This is a good start.
I wonder, does Losho have coated or binos on his i7 so he would do better spotting? I hope we will see in a second. Breakneck there trying to do a spotting from the bush, costed him heavily, although he's a pancake light at T100. He was still connected by Kazna guys who are relentlessly shooting in that direction. They're gonna run out of ammo in this manner of speaking.
You know, they need to be careful with that, actually, to be honest. But now, Kazna crew spent 4 minutes blind firing. They got a decent lead by it. They pushed the T100 to low HP. But is this northern push gonna happen at one point or not?
It's actually important because Breakneck is a crucial vehicle if you want to reset sometimes from the back. And now a Barchat can do to kill him in 2 shots. He doesn't really have to hit everything. So that's a really good head start for Kazna. 6 minutes, let's say 5, how it's going to be enough. Haiba is already rotating his mouse, so the main course of action will definitely not be the upper part of the map. They just did a lot of blind fire and trying to get some HP, which they succeeded. And the only price they paid was a gunner and 1 shot of damage on Haiba in his mouse, which is not a crucial factor in any kind of case.
No, Haiba now looking towards
Actually,
the
2
middle.
shots. 2 shots he took.
It's okay, Mojo. It's getting late. Math is hard.
Yeah, he just got the 3rd one.
It's from Ilian this time round, and his mouse, Haiba now dropping towards half HP, needs to start being careful. You can see the rotation, Benzo, Diplomat, Durs, Piotr, and Nexus moving towards the K line. And the 0 line will probably be the final play for Kazna crew.
Yeah, but DiNG still doesn't know that. They can still suspect that Kazna will push the middle and the upper side of the map. They are not absolutely certain about anything, but there is a light tank still spotting that outer line, and the heavies are a bit more back. But decisive push by Kazna, if they manage to chase them away, that can cost DiNG a round. Especially if they manage to catch Breakneck without losing a tank.
Yeah, Breakneck is in that T100, though. It's going to be difficult to actually find him. You can see the grouping up now from Kazna crew.
Exactly like they played in the last round, except the moment where they don't have a guy pushing solo on the upper side of the map. Now they have 2 mouse tanks, so they can actually cover each other against any kind of counterattack.
Spot's going to be late from Breakneck. He's not going to have a lot of time to react, to move away.
4 minutes 20 seconds. This is the or die moment. There you go. 6th Sense is triggering in.
6th Sense is triggering in, and this is the final play here from Kazna crew. So let's listen and see how they try and attack this number 2 base.
Still clipping.
We need to go defensive.
Don't have a shit.
Hulk is still shooting from B0.
Can you check, Martin? Maybe some push.
Go closer, Y7.
Yeah, we're moving. Go back with one batch here. We should.
Yeah, go with 1 batch back.
I'll go. Yep. I don't wanna try cap now? Or
No, we can't.
can't. Why? They don't have 0. They need to fucking pick from this.
Take a window with 1 guy.
House fire HE.
Okay, but we can cap as well, like what Piotr said. Maybe, yeah?
Давай, come.
Yeah, we don't have. They don't have zero.
They want me closer to corner, shall I go wide?
He's still shooting.
Then you need to cap in a way that.
More from the left, like that.
Yeah. But we can cap here where I am. I'm cooldowning here.
I'm not spotting zero, man.
From the village and take care.
Arbachat needs to go here.
He's just waiting for us to shoot Haiba.
They need to
or
go
for
fucking YOLO.
reinforcements.
Don't pick.
They're coming now.
Stay in line. I7's closer to
I
each
can also-
other.
I
Stay
can
in
also
line and
flip them
cover
out.
each other.
Conk Haiba on this toes.
Be behind me. He's gonna kill me. And
Stay in line and cover each other.
Kong shooting me
I7
from the
shot.
middle.
I'm on Mary.
B move. All B connect.
Kong on the center shot.
We should push forward to the houses so middle guy can trade us. Or you can.
I'm getting focused. I need cover with you two.
Center shot.
B's gonna pick now.
Watch out, don't lose any HP.
I want to reload.
Jokic is going in.
I7
I can
shot
only give
Volvo.
him 1 minute. I can't do anything afterwards.
Go cooldown, go cooldown.
I think that B is gonna go for me. I'm pushing zero land.
Давай Konk.
I'm reloading. 5 seconds.
Use that corpse.
Why no cover?
I can't, he's here.
No.
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
One down, 10 seconds on me.
Volvo shot.
Center shot.
Давай kill Senya. Deploy.
I will finish.
I need help.
Nexus on wall shot. Nice.
And shield from B.
No, go back. Peek, reloading. Yeah, bot.
Hide now from B.
I bounce it.
They're coming out from middle.
He's reloading. B's reloading.
We need theirs HP.
Okay, you need to use a corpse. Diplo.
Have shots. There's left.
Oh, 15.
Still do this.
Hello?
Chuck will be in the window.
He's in the window waiting for you, there's.
I can just risk it.
Can you
and try
push
to
from here? I will
it
peek from here. I will peek from here.
Yeah.
Go from the right. Go from the right.
Go now.
Get proxy.
I need to push it now.
My yeah.
Second fire.
My yeah.
What a tomato play.
Well, Mojo, double fire on Kazna crew, DiNG's first Nexus, and then on towards theirs. There was still an opportunity for this, but it doesn't go that way. Hulknik picks up the triple, and that's 5-3.
What an unfortunate round for Kazna here in that moment when Nexus pushed, doing a low roll on Meritorious. Meritorious firing one more shot and setting him on fire. He burnt him almost to crisp. 20 HP left, and then there's now not managing to lock the aim around the corner and again burning. Horrible ending for Kazna, costing them a round. They actually effectively had a chance to win.
Had a chance to win. I think they had it in the pocket, to be honest. Just some misplays there. I think Diplomat should have been safe behind the wreck as well. He wasn't on time. He knew where Shokish was, and he still got cut out from that position. Yes, he did 3.9k damage, but he could survive a little bit longer, bought some time for his batshots to move in, sweep in, and get a play.
There was a couple of moments here that were crucial for the round. Really close round. I don't know what to say else, but DiNG managed to come through and win the round. Although Breakneck lost almost entire HP without even firing a shell or spotting anything in the start of the game, they still, with the rest of the 6 guys, managed to do the job necessary. That concludes the Ruinberg. So the DiNG has 5-3 lead now. They managed to get that really crucial round, and we're coming now to Prokhorovka. Prokhorovka being the map that Kazna knows to play really well on both sides.
Well, they need to pick it up, Mojo. If they give up either of these rounds, DiNG will be on match point, finals point.
And on the Ghost Town, which is not the way to go against the DiNG.
No.
But still, there is chance, and there is always a chance, and whatever. We will need to see how will they play this Prokhorovka, because Kazna did one major mistake against Gohard, thinking they got an easy kill. And they will, of course, have to change the tactics completely now against DiNG.
Yeah, that is true. But what will DiNG go for on Prokhorovka?
I am not that psychic, mate. But
Me
I'm
neither.
looking forward to see the tank lineup when it comes up and maybe speculate something.
Well, this not their greatest map. That's why I want to see what they have come up with now. If they have improved, they've had some time to work on it, but it hasn't been good for them during the season.
Why we are saying it was not good for DiNG, like they were banning it for half of the season, then they tried to play it and lost 6 games in a row in 3 matches, so 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. After they kind of recovered, starting winning some games, some were really nice even, but still, that kind of taste that Prokhorovka is not their map is still lingering around.
Yeah, so they have to prove it to us that it is finally their map. At least they can pick up 1 round. They can do that. Then Kazna crew is in a really bad position.
If they take even 1 round here, DiNG is just perfectly fine. They're going to be on match point, it's all good for them. So Kazna is under the pressure here again, especially in the first round, because this is the most important motivational round. They need this one, so they can say, okay, we are still on the track, and DiNG is not far away.
Yeah. Starting off here strong is going to be ideal. If they lose the first one, 6-3, that's a long road towards tiebreaker.
Very long way, especially against DiNG, who can smell the blood already.
Yeah. DiNG looking very good today, looking very strong. Kazna crew as well, but DiNG so far edging ever so slightly ahead. Runeberg as well, a little bit of unluckiness maybe for Kazna crew. Not helping on their offensive side, but perhaps on Prokhorovka, the tables will turn into their favor.
We shall see now Kazna on attack, DiNG on defense, playing with two Super Kongs, Lolsho and Shokish. Kazna again with 5 i7s, relying on rotations and that bouncy armor.
Perhaps going for a similar start like they did against Gohard. It wasn't a middle engagement, it was more of a split start more than anything else. Well, let's see. Kazna crew this time around though, it's a rails push. Ooh, that's gonna be difficult to pull off. You can see all the i7s grouping up, Bat going towards the hill, and Piotr leading the charge.
We've seen Kazna do some super aggressive things on Prokhorovka in previous seasons also, and it does know to work out for them. It does know, because if you push, if you commit really hardcore, you can actually make it happen, because usually the rest of the teams have some kind of split focus fire all over the map. So if you manage, as example, to isolate Breakneck, kill him off without losing a tank, then you have already a serious advantage you can use.
Well, now the tanks from Kazna crew are getting spotted out. Already some HE damage being taken, and they are going to keep pushing. Haiba is going to lead the charge on that side. Breakneck might be in trouble in that bad shot if he can get out on time already. Damage being done towards Lowstow and Breakneck as well. Break is in trouble. He needs some support. Haiba knows that he can go for this. Yes, the STRV is shooting at him. Senya gets spotted out, so he needs to be careful in that bad shot. One connection comes through. Haiba gets tracked. Senya making his clip count. He needs to play this safe. Huknik in the STRV still unspotted for now. For how long is this going to last? So Breakneck is not going to last much longer himself in that bad shot as he gets picked up by Piotr. Kazna crew showing Prokhorovka is their domain, and they start off by killing Breakneck.
Still, the round is on. There is a tank less for DiNG, which is a really big problem, especially in rotations. And then we have also Huknik in STRV, who cannot rotate that much, but Izne is paying a big price to approach here to the safe position.
That STRV paying dividend right now. Shokish loses his commander, but still, Huknik in the STRV is now going to have a difficult game, being perma spotted all the time. Piotr here playing at the rails. The HP is about even. Nostro Mary trying to find an angle on Vetsu and Diplomat. There isn't a lot of cover. Senya could possibly go towards the south and find an angle on towards these tanks.
Ooh, Izne actually was deleted now by Shokish, his Super Conqueror. With or without commander, it was still done. The HP advantage is non-existent. There is even lack of it on Kazna's side at the moment.
Ooh, but look at that Nexus Durs. They're starting to gear up for a push. Lowstow Meritorious, they're going to be the victims of this. Senya gets struck, gets held. He actually cannot get safe. He gets focused out immediately, but so does Nexus in his match shot. Senya actually manages to pick it up before he goes down. Shokish picks up Piotr in the meantime, and Kazna crew going up and over, trying to make this desperate play work, but it's not working out whatsoever as Vetsu gets decimated. Senya's yet still alive, and DiNG bringing the pain, doing the damage. Kazna crew with the up and over, but it's all over for them as now Durs on reload. Haiba down and out, and Diplomat and Durs the last two standing. And they needed this round, but it is going to be DiNG that are going to put themselves on finals point. Kazna crew, they tried, they fought, but in the end, DiNG going to take this 6-3, Mojo.
This was a dire push by Kazna, but not the greatest coordination. We saw Nexus and Durs taking up speed, and then Durs just stopped. He saw a birdie or something and starting shooting on Senya in the background instead of pushing together and trying to focus the single tank. That's why Nexus took entire heat, entire salvo from DiNG team. He was dropped on one shot before he even fired the first one. That's not the way how to play it.
Yeah, there's now the last solo guy standing for Kazna crew, who are looking to not win another final. Right now, at least it's 6-3. They need to win 3 rounds in a row to even make it to tiebreaker. But DiNG, finals point for them, 6-3. One more round, and they will be champions of the WGLEU for the 3rd time in a row.
What a comeback for these guys from position 3 in a season. Actually, first time having to play playoffs, coming back on really big dominant streak here throughout the playoffs and here in the offlines in Katowice in MCK Arena. Well, they were the 2nd in the world.
They were 2nd in the world for a reason. So there is that. Senya almost dying there, even lucky surviving on 9 HP, I think it was. That was a low roll. But Ilian, look at that, in that IS-7, 4K, Hooknik 3.5, they were doing the damage in those tanks.
Well, you can say maybe Senya had some luck surviving, but it was not luck that killed Kazna.
No,
like
it was shockish.
They shot him from several sides and managed to take him out of the game like a complete tank. And breakneck falling was a great start for Kazna, but the price they paid after that was just their own play and DiNG's play.
DiNG making sure to punish heavily after, and now one more round of Prokhorovka and then Ghost Town if we get to that. Right now, Kazna crew will be moving to the defense, so that's the one advantage I'd say they have at least coming into this round. A little bit less pressure on them because time is always sticking in their favor.
DiNG has patience to play it on, and now they can afford to do whatever they want in this attack. And if it doesn't work out, they will have entire Ghost Town to just take one round of Kazna and finish the deal off. We're gonna see how will that work out for them. Kazna will definitely try to fight till the end, but the chances are just grim for them.
Yeah, the chances are not looking good, but Mojo, I'll quote you on this one. There's always a chance, right? Until, let's say, 7 for DiNG, there's always a chance for Kazna crew.
Exactly. I must hope.
You must hope, or your prediction is going to be wrong.
And not just predictions. I was hoping that Kazna will win.
3rd season finals.
And again,
apparently 3rd time's not the charm after all.
Well, we will see. We will see after this round because they still have to play it out. And I hope we will enjoy it.
Well, I want Kazna crew to win this round because I think I said 7-4. Or did I say 7-5? No, I said 7-5.
Said 7-5.
Alright, I want them to win at least one round on Ghost Town as well in that case.
You're so generous.
I know, right? Giving them at least 2 rounds, but let's see. This is the possible final round between Kazna crew and DiNG. Prokhorovka with Kazna crew on the defense, DiNG on the attack. Kazna crew's life is in the balance here. It's do or die, literally.
Let's see what Kazna has for us here. Will they play aggressive, their defense, or will they try to do something more safe? Let's call it like that. Last time against Gohard, it didn't work out well only because they overextended in one moment, but they did catch one tank for free. It's possible to do it against DiNG again.
We can see the lineup here. I don't think this has changed from the last time around. 3 bots, double IS-7, double Superconk. That is their lineup that they used against Gohard as well.
DiNG also has a really aggressive setup against them. They have a couple of I7s, the BZ, that's a good push lineup also.
Is this going to be an ultra-aggressive round for DiNG, you think?
I think actually they're going to commit.
You think they're going to commit? Try to make the difference, break Kazna crew one final time? Shock them, break their necks?
Why not? That's what they can do.
Well, we'll have to find out if that is what DiNG is going for. Kazna crew moving to the middle in the meantime with their double IS-7. Already some damage being done towards Senya. He takes one shot, but he gets the spot. And Mojo, you might be right. There's everybody from DiNG.
There is everybody from Kazna also, like this might be a huge brawl in the middle that will decide this game in a second.
Oh, Senya in the meantime though, that bad shot, overextension. Piotr finishes it off, and that's a good lead here for Kazna crew. Yizne, the Super Conqueror, not having a good round once more. He's dropped towards 35 HP already. He's down and out. Shokish in the meantime though, gets returned on 84 HP remains on him. And now Kazna crew playing more aggressive. Lostro is going to be the next one. Shokish goes down in the meantime. Kazna crew, they're not done just yet. They're still fighting. Yes, they lose Nexus, but they have an HP lead and they need to make this fight work right now. Piotr and Durs are on reload, and here comes the push. Here comes DiNG. They're trying to make the difference right now. Vetso goes down, and there's still the heavy advantage here for DiNG. The HP is getting even. If they can focus out Haiba, if they can focus out Diplomat, they could still make this work. Diplomat finishes off Lostro now, but in return, he's going to get focused on. Mojo, can they make this work?
This is not going well. Diplomat is on low HP. They're ignoring Haiba completely, so he's going to be left alone in a shark full of piranhas. Man, look at this. Meritori is hiding his teammates here. This is a battle to the bone.
Well, here comes Breakneck about to come off reload. He will pick up Diplomat. Durs is now off of reload as well. They're trading one-on-one. Durs needs to pick up Breakneck before he goes down. Can he do it? No! Breakneck picks up the triple. It's the 2-on-2 now. Haiba and call me Piotr versus Breakneck and Meritorious. Breakneck has too much shots. Haiba needs to pick him up right now. He does. The triple for him. Now Meritorious in the duel with Haiba. Piotr still on reload for 15 seconds. If Haiba can win this, if he can make the difference in this one, his team will survive for at least one more round. Meritorious gets the shot, but so does Haiba. Piotr's coming in now. 5 seconds left on reload.
Haiba just needs to buy some time and maybe try to not take a shell, or at least give one to Meritorious.
Ooh, low roll.
The low roll of Meritorious and gives a high back. Some gods are favoring Kazna in this moment because Piotr should have an easy job finishing off this VZ.
Well, the gods are smiling on Kazna crew right now. They will survive for one more round as Piotr, no, Haiba with the multi-kill, finishes it off, and that's 6. Oh, Mojo, that is a sick round, if anything.
Oh, I can see the relief on Kazna guys' faces. They are going to play Ghost Town after this. Ghost Town being a huge brawl map. That can go anyway, mate. But
this almost turned around on Kazna crew. Yizne again not having a good time in that Super Conqueror. Not having a good time whatsoever.
Huge cover fire there coming in, but the DiNG tanks in one moment really made it pay off. Like the focus fire they had, they already lost the game with Senya, and they almost
and they lost the tank in the first minute of the game.
He did nothing.
Yet almost won the game. Meritorious putting up 5k in his 5-8. Luckily enough, Haiba, Piotr and Durs coming out strong for their team.
Haiba 4 kills in this round, but he was ignored the entire game. They shot everyone except him until the very end.
Is there a reason for that, you think?
I don't know, mate. You can ask them maybe later.
Maybe.
But there is no Skype interview here with Hulk, so maybe Ryan will. Anyways, Ghost Town coming in here in this magnificent duel between these two. Last time we watched Oops getting dismantled here.
Yes. However, Kazna crew and Ghost Town is not the worst of teams.
I don't know, but by the last display, definitely I will give advantage to DiNG, but Kazna needs to keep that faith and desire to win because they need both rounds to just go into the
they
tie
just need one for my prediction, to be honest.
You are not here. You are not counted in.
I'm clearly here.
I'm deleting you.
Yeah, you can't delete me from the internet. And never forget, 6-4 now still. Match point for DiNG, but Kazna crew keep themselves alive in this one. Now moving on to Ghost Town, they need 2 more rounds to bring it to a tiebreaker.
That's gonna be super hard to even think about it happening, but hey, people win lotto sometimes, right?
That is true, but not me.
Then you should maybe, but it's a sure thing what you bet on at the moment.
That is true.
So let's go for a lotto.
No. Now between these two teams, we saw Kazna crew, they tried to surprise Go Hard, didn't work. We saw DiNG trying to surprise, oops, it did work, twice even. Kazna crew is going to be playing more conservative now, I think, not so, you know.
2 IS-7s on Kazna's side, 2 Super Kongs, but they're in attack now, not in defense. Their defense was really lucky. So at the moment, we need to see what will Kazna commit to. 2 IS-7s usually say, yes, we want to go and play 1 cap.
Well, you can see already the entirety of Kazna crew moving towards that number 1 base. Can they make it work? Can they make it last? It's going to be a difficult fight. The one thing they do have though is DiNG does not have that Leopard 1.
No, they don't have anyone in that elevated position. Not even Bachat went there because they were controlling the other side of the map. 2 Super Conquerors, a Mouse, not even a Type 5 Heavy there. So Kazna will probably try to play against it. Now Senya is actually going up. He's in 50B. We've seen it done before. So he can actually do some shots from there. Kazna is entering the cap. Veto and Diplomat are going there, and Senya fell
That's
down.
bad.
That's bad for them. They're gonna have to commit and go on foot.
That is bad for DiNG. They're gonna have to make a commitment. Nice shot there from Ely in the top of that third of the Super Conk, hitting that hatch. Nice connection coming out by him. If he can duel here versus Yzna and win, it's going to be important for his team. But now 47 seconds remain. Senya can no longer get up on that climb. Ilian, you can see him trying to get the connection here. Looking towards Yzna, looking towards Haiba. Makes off a shot, does not connect. 37 seconds remain.
Timer is ticking. That's the biggest enemy of DiNG at the moment, bigger than all the Kazna guys all together. Lolsho has to go and push in and try to do some HE decap there, but that keeps him open for the shots from Kazna guys. There is a huge HE spam at the moment only on Yzna, and there is a rotation from DiNG tanks coming in.
Well, here comes the push though from DiNG. Breakneck, Hulknik and Senya from the top side. They're trying to focus out the 50Bs of Durs and Nexus, and it's actually working out so far. Durs left within seconds, now into the graveyard, and now the next commitment come down. Nexus trying to run away desperately. Ilian pushing in to get the decap. He might be focused out in return. DiNG, they're making this kind of work. They're still down in HP. The IS-7 is pushing off the cap now. Meritorious and Shock is from the top side, but DiNG's running out of steam. They're running out of shots, and they've lost Ilian.
Oh, this is a big problem for them because these 2 I-7s will use this and will push Lolsho with Yzna, delete one more tank from the game. They're gonna leave Call Me Piotr, they're gonna leave him, they're gonna abandon him and try to milk every kind of HP they can in the push of the DiNG while they're deleting their separated tanks.
Oh, in the meantime though, Senya picks up Yzna. Lolsho is still alive in his mouse, he can do some more damage. Nexus is getting focused as well in his 50B. Hulknik is doing the damage towards him, he needs one more shot. Shokish will pick it up, and now Piotr down as well, and Kazna crew left standing on just 3 tanks. DiNG turn it around, turn it in their faces. Senya now coming in with another clip on towards Vetso, and Kazna crew could not hold on the attack. It is looking like DiNG once more are gonna make themselves champions of the WGLEU merger.
This is a 1 round by DiNG, definitely. I don't understand what happened here. I really expecting they're just gonna leave Piotr, run away with everyone, create crossfire, kill that mouse, and then finish the round. They had the advantage, they had the HP advantage. But they just stayed all over the map and DiNG just dismantled them, man. Really great play by DiNG here, nothing else to say about that. Haiba is a lone soldier left here with his mouse. A huge boat and an easy target.
Great rotations from DiNG to finish off the round, and they will be your WGLEU extended season champions.
Brilliant, brilliant end of season for them. Friendly salutations from these teams. They know each other so well. I mean, when you battle each other so much, you're almost like a family, man.
I mean, they see each other every time, and they see each other every time in the finals as well.
They're gonna see each other in Moscow also.
That's true. Maybe they'll see each other in the finals there as well.
I hope so, man. We're gonna cast it like a bosses.
That would be interesting to see. Ryan, though, I think is ready on the stage. So, Ryan, take it away.
Okay, guys, let's make some noise for the 3 times WGL European champions. It's DiNG! Okay, let's get some words here from the winning team. I'm going to go straight with you, actually, Elaine. I'm going to put you on the spot here. 3 times in a row, what does this mean to you?
How does it feel? It feels good. Yeah, good.
Okay, come on, Breakneck, you want to talk.
5 times in a row.
5 times in a row for you?
Yes.
You're going to point that one out specifically to Daki?
Nothing good.
Okay, Hulknick, did that go as expected?
Yeah, it went as expected, pretty much. And also, this day is kind of special for me because my dad has a birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday to your dad.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, Papa с днем рождения. So, yeah, it's like a present for him. Yeah.
Okay, so to all the people who've been watching here, to all the fans at home, what would you like to say to them?
I'm really thankful for all this support, and seriously, with our fans, we wouldn't be the team that we are now. So, I know, like, thank you guys. This is for you. Thank you.
Now, I want one more. Showcase, if you can come here a minute, please. Showcase, you have a huge following on Twitch. Everyone likes to see you. Do you have any words specifically for the Twitch audience right now?
I want to thank everyone for supporting us for so long and following us on all the social media.
Well, there you go, guys. It's DiNG, 3 times champions, 5 times for Breakneck. We're going to get him maybe a Super Bowl type ring or something like that. So once again, guys, make some noise here for DiNG.